the town and gets a call from Sverre, who reminds her to give Reinert the blood quickly if she doesn't want to be responsible for more deaths. At his office, Sverre keeps mixing Liv's and Reinert's blood in his own wounds. Meanwhile, Odd crosses the border and makes it to Sweden to pick up the body. However, at the morgue they don't even open the door, they just tell him through the speaker to come back tonight because the body isn't ready yet. In the evening, another employee arrives and Odd is surprised by his very expensive car. The man explains he sells fancy caskets by telling the grieving families that's what the dead person chose before they passed. The conversation is interrupted when a morgue doctor announces the body is ready. Odd moves it into a casket and comments on how heavy it is for such a thin guy. He asks the doctor for some details about the death, but she says he's only supposed to drive and sends him off. On his way back, Odd gets too worried and stops the car to inspect the body. When he pokes into the autopsy wound, he discovers illegal happy powder hidden under the skin. A furious Odd immediately calls Martin, who mocks him for believing anyone would pay $30,000 for a normal body. Martin reminds Odd of his situation, and Odd is so desperate that he has no choice but to play along. Once he makes it to the border, he turns up the heat in the car to make the rotting stench worse. The cops see the paperwork is in order and assume the dogs are reacting to the smell of the dead body, so Odd is allowed to pass without issues. Moments later, he delivers the body to Martin, who immediately pays him the job in cash while his accomplice opens the body to confirm the powder is fine. Afterward, Odd feels so guilty that he hides in the bathroom of the gas station to clear his thoughts. He stays there for 2 hours, so an employee calls the police. When Judith comes to check on him, Odd tells her he's stressed over money issues. Judith points out he could sell the storage unit, and when Odd says he doesn't have one, she becomes even more suspicious of Liv. In town, Liv keeps searching for Reinert, but she starts feeling dizzy, so she has to drink most of the smoothie. She stops picking up Sverre's calls, so he goes out to search as well. At that moment, Reinert finally gives in to his hunger and starts chasing after a kid on the street. The child trips and falls, causing a bleeding wound that makes Reinert even crazier. Before he can attack, Sverre appears behind him and gives him an injection to put him to sleep, revealing he